Hi guys, it's Vanessa. I am here. I'm back. I know that I wasn't making videos too often, but that is going to change because I got a new computer, which I'm on right now. This is the webcam that comes with the computer. And it's kind of funny because the quality of the camera is much better during the daylight. Obviously, at night it's kind of crappy. So even though I am back for now, I probably just have to try and record a lot of videos on the weekend so I have them to upload, because I think that's going to be the best time that I have to record them because I have a job. So during the day I don't really have time to record them. I'm also going to try to wake up earlier and maybe like record myself doing my makeup and stuff and see how the lighting is then, because it's still kind of dark. But basically it's very light sensitive, so I only get decent quality and good lighting. So it is Saturday, so I figured what a good time to make a video. Sorry if my voice is a little weird. I've been sick. But anyways, since I've been out of the video making loop, like all these ideas that I had in my mind have like kind of slipped away, and I just feel kind of like I'm out the loop literally. So I didn't know how to start a video, but I know that now that I have a laptop to catch up on YouTube videos, I have been watching a lot of favorites videos, and I love favorites videos, so I thought I'd do a favorites. And normally I do like the ish I'm loving, and then stuff that's just ish, like bad stuff that I don't like. But since it's a comeback, we are going to focus on the positive, and we're going to only do favorites. So these are just videos that are just items that I like. I don't have any that I don't like in here. So we'll start with the face. The first one is my mineralized skin finish in medium plus. I used to use mineralized skin finish in just medium, and it was just a little bit too light for me. Even though it's a very sheer powder, it was just a little bit too light for me, and I would notice most in pictures. Mineral makeup in general kind of reflects in flash photography, so you get a little bit of that halo kind of glow already, and if a color is too light for you, it'll be like major obvious that, you know, it is. So like that's how I knew in pictures I just looked a little like the disconnect, even though I would, you know, blend or whatever. So I went and I got matched for medium plus, and just that little bit made such a difference. It's only the next shade up, but it's exactly my shade and I love it. I use it every day. I was never much of a face makeup girl, but I really like this because it's just you, only a little bit more perfected. I use several brushes to apply it, namely either a large kabuki or a large fluffy brush, or like my 134 I like to use with this as well. Another thing that I like about this is I've been using it a lot as like eyeshadow highlight. I've been into matter highlights recently, more natural looking ones, and this is great when you just can't figure out like what's gonna look good with the color. You could always use this and it works perfectly. My next product is also for your face, and it is this Illamsqua blush in Kiss. I love this blush. It was sent to me by Lollipop26 in sort of a swap / gift, so thank you, Laura, because I love it. This color blush I'm really into right now. It's very true to what you're seeing. Just this nice plum color. I'll do a swatch. That's the swatch right there. Don't mind my jagged, gross nails. I'm getting manicure, sir. But anyways, it's just this like plummy color, and when it blends out, it's not as crazy. But it's very intense. I love these Illamsqua blushes. I want to get more. Very intense pigmentation, and it's just really pretty for this time of year. A nice plum color wakens you up, looks really nice and pretty. I like it a lot. The next products are two products for my lips. The first one is Blistex Lip Tone. It's kind of funny that because it's just kind of like an everyday boring product. The thing says a touch of color, total care. It has SPF 15. The last like 3 or 4 days I've been sick, so I don't really like to wear makeup when I'm sick, and this is like if you have to go anywhere, like I had to go to work and stuff, or for any other reason, it just gives you like that little bit of color. And I'll do a swatch right here. That little bit of color to your lips so you don't look completely dead. I love this stuff for that purpose. Specifically, and I have like other things like color changing glosses and like lip tints and like the Dior stuff, but you don't want to use that like when you're sick or like just to run to the store. You don't want to waste expensive product. It's really cheap, really affordable at the drugstore, moisturizes, SPF 15, and you get that like, okay, I'm not dead look. So I really like that. The next one is Bare Slim Shine from MAC. I've just recently become obsessed with this. This is, I've had this Slim Shine for a while, so this is all I have left of it. And they, like, waste pretty quickly. To me, they're the closest thing you're going to find in, like, a MAC lipstick to the feeling of a YSL lipstick. Like, where it just smooths on like butter. And I'll do a color swatch right there. So this is kind of like a clay pinky neutral color, but I just really like it for this time of year because it's very moisturizing on your lips with the cold, you know. Like, I like the matte look of stuff, but in the cold weather, the matte mixed with my already chapped lips, it's just a hot mess. So this kind of really moisturizes your lips, makes them look really nice, and it's a nice neutral color, and I haven't really met someone that Bare doesn't look good on. And I just love the Slim Shine formulation, really shiny. It's like, I prefer lipstick over lip gloss, so I like this because it's like a 2-in-1 for me. So I really like that. Next, or the rest of the items that I'll talk about are eyeshadows, or for your eyes, not just eyeshadows, but they're all eye products. So we'll start with this because it's a base, and that's where you start with on your eyes. This is the Benefit Creamless Cream Shadow Liner. And this one is in the color Recess. And I got this at, I tweeted about it. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you should. But I had tweeted I was at Sephora, and you know how at the counter they have like special deals. So they had 2 of these for $10. I don't have the other one because I gave it to my sister. But this was one of the ones that it came in. And it's just this like flesh tone color, very similar to a paint pot. And you could use these, as the name says, as either an eyeshadow or a liner. I just use it as a base like I would a paint pot. The color is very, like I said, skin tone. What you're seeing on the screen is exactly what it looks like. There's the swatch of it right there. So it's very similar to my skin tone. I wouldn't say it's a complete matte. It's probably more like a satin because it does have a little bit of sheen to it. If you are darker, you could probably use this as an all-over color. I use it as an all-over eyeshadow color with nothing on top. When I'm doing like a very bold lip, I'll put this on and then just like a cat eye or just strong liner and then a bold lip. But I love it as a base. If I personally love paint pots, and nothing is going to be nothing's going to be soft ochre for me, but this is a very close second. And I feel like if you don't like the MAC paint pots, because I know a lot of people, my friends and people on YouTube, have told me that they don't like the matte paint pots because they don't feel that they're creamy enough for them, like they can't blend over them. This is a great alternative because they're much creamier in my opinion than a MAC paint pot, and I think they run the same, like give or take $1 or $2, so check those out. Next is an eyeliner, and this is from Christian Siriano for Victoria's Secret, and it's his Kajal eyeliner in Eclipse, and it is in this sort of like Middle Eastern conical shape. I really like this liner. I think it's amazing. I'll just put it over that. That's it. It's black. It's really dark, and this to me was like my savior after the Feline fiasco. If I was doing products I hate right now, I would have Feline Eye Kohl there, because I just heard so much about Feline Eye Kohl, and everyone's like, you have to have it and it's amazing and blah blah blah, and like it is really dark, really intense. It gives a great effect for like 2 seconds, and then it's a hot mess all over my face. And every time I use Feline, I feel like it ruins my look because it smudges so bad, and I don't like that. So this does smudge a little bit, as all Kajals do, but once you set it with like carbon or any eyeshadow, it stays in place pretty well. I just like the color. I think it's easy to use, and it's just really nice color, so I like it a lot. Or really like dark black is what I mean. Next is a mascara, and it's the Estee Lauder Projectionist High Definition Volume Mascara. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I got this as a sample. In 2009, I didn't buy any mascara because I had way too much mascara. So once the new year comes, I could start buying mascara. But anyways, it forced me to like look at all the mascara that I had and rely on these little sample guys. So this is one of the samples that I fell in love with. I love this mascara. This is the wand. It's kind of like pretty traditional but very thick. But this gives you just like fake looking lashes. Definitely high volume, definitely defines them. I just think it's like a perfect mascara. And normally I'm on Team Drugstore, but I know that the second that this no buy is over, I'm going to pick up a tube of Estee Lauder Projectionist. So if you've been looking for a new mascara, definitely try this one because I think it's amazing. If this little tube is anything like the real deal, it's amazing. Next, we'll do eyeshadows. The first one I want to talk about is the Too Faced eyeshadow in Amber Asteroid. This color, this eyeshadow I bought at All Cosmetics Wholesale. You can buy it at Sephora, but it's like $20 or something. And at All Cosmetics Wholesale, they have like the line of these for like $8.99 or $9.99. This is, this is what it looks like. So it's like a dark brown, and then it has like this goldeny champagne swirls. When you swatch it, you get mostly the brown. And then when you rub it in, you get just kind of like this medium brown sheen that looks really boring. I tried it on, I don't know if that looks better. That's kind of more accurate. It just looks like an ugly, boring color, like when you swatch it like this. I've tried it on 2 different kinds of bases. At first, I thought this would look good with a darker base, like a brown base. But then it just gave me this color, and I didn't like it that much. I loved it, however, on like a very champagne-y, pale base underneath. It just made like a really beautiful color with this all over the lid, and then I just smoked out the corners with I think a darker brown or black, and it was just like effortless, beautiful, unique. I just really like this color for you die-hard neutral fans. Amber Asteroid from Too Faced is really good, and you should check out the All Cosmetics Wholesale one because the price is unbeatable. And it has a cute name. Shout outs. Really nice. The next thing I'm going to talk about is pigments. I just picked up this set. This is from last year's holiday. Because it has a bunch of pigments in it, but to be honest, this set of pigments is probably the ones that I use the least. It was just easier to show this than like a bunch of pigment jars. But I've been loving pigments and loose eyeshadows recently. It's like I go up and down with that. Sometimes I love them, sometimes I hate them, but right now I'm really loving them. I just like the flexibility of mixing the colors, to make different products for my cheeks, my lips, my eyes, eyeliner, stuff like that. I like the flexibility of like if a color isn't quite right, I could just add a little bit of another color into it, mix it up, and I have a custom color. And I just really like the insane pigmentation of them. And another reason I picked up this set is I have yet to look at this year's holiday sets, but I was going to say if you are new to pigments or if you think you don't like them but you want to give them a second go, these are really a good bang for your buck because you get, as you can see, 5 colors, and this is like much easier to store than like a little pigment jars. Those are kind of tricky to store. But this is probably the right amount. You'll probably never even go through this because the pigment jar is really hard to go through. I also advise if you're looking into buying pigments to kind of buddy up with a friend and maybe go halvesies and get half the jar, to each other, because you really will never go through a whole pigment jar in your life unless you're like a crazy makeup artist to the stars or something. But I just love pigments. I think that they're super fun, easy, and cute. Last thing I'm going to talk about, you guys have seen before, but I just love it so much. And this is the Big Girl Cosmetics palette in Eye Styles, the Basics. And it looks like this. It's just this. It has all these nice neutral colors and then a big old mirror on the bottom. So you get like, from your palest of pale highlights to your dark smoking out colors. I really like this palette because I feel that, again, for the diehard neutral people, this is probably all you need. It's got like a good range of every kind of neutral. They're all matte, which I love because that makes them universal. You could use like these lighter colors to highlight the face. You could use some of these browns to contour. You could use like the darker browns or this kind of section here for eyebrows. I use them as liners, eyeshadows for my eyebrows, highlight, contour. It's really like a very universal product, and they're really soft and very pigmented. That's just one very light swipe of my hand and you get that much color. I think they're also really good for buddy colors, like colors that just help you blend all your other, like if you're doing a really bright like greens or something like this in the crease can kind of help define it and blend it. So it's really good to add to bright color looks, a touch of neutral. And I just really think that it's very universal, really nice, and really affordable. I got this for $20 at the Artist Summit, but I've seen it on the Big Girl Cosmetics website for $20. I don't know if it still is, but either way, I think it's a great deal. And I like the giant mirror too. So that's that. So those are my favorites currently. And yeah, that's it. So hopefully I can make videos again, and it is good to be back, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.